Hey there, thanks for being here. In today's video, I'm going to show you 4 of the absolute cheapest Gulf access single family homes in the entirety of Southwest Florida. 3 of them are right here in the city of Cape Coral, and 1 of them's on the other side of the city limits in North Fort Myers to the east. That one has some dynamite access. It's sailboat access with no bridges, 5 minutes out to open water, under $380,000. I'm saving that one till last, so make sure you stick around for that one. But all of these homes are under $450,000, and for a Gulf access single family home here in Southwest Florida, that's pretty darn good these days. By the way, if we haven't met yet, my name is Dustin Guthrie. I'm a near 20-year resident here in Southwest Florida and Cape Coral, and a near 20-year full-time real estate broker here as well. And I do a video like this every single week. I'm not always showing properties like this. It doesn't necessarily have to do with real estate. Sometimes it's just good informational topics on the area, something to do with flood insurance or something to do with a new commercial development that's coming to the area or something like that. So if you're interested at all in Southwest Florida, I invite you to reach over and hit that subscribe button. You'll get a lot out of these videos, I promise you that. I put a lot of time and effort into these things every single week, just trying to create a lot of value for the folks that watch this channel, because I know if I can give you a lot of good information and you are interested in Southwest Florida, chances are when the time does come where you do need a realtor here in Southwest Florida, you're going to remember me and reach out. And of course, my contact information is right there on the screen, but it's also down in the description of this video. And you can call, text, or email me anytime. I would love to hear about your real estate goals and love to tell you a little bit about how I can help you out with those. So with all that out of the way, let's get right to these ultra cheap Gulf access homes here in Southwest Florida. All right, so I'm going to start off in the southwest section of Cape Coral, then we'll move over to a property in the southeast, and then we're going to head to that property in North Fort Myers, that cheapest one. I can't wait for you to see that one. And I got my A-team out today with me helping out. Say hi, guys.
Hi.
This first property in the southwest section of Cape Coral is south of Veterans Parkway and just to the west of Santa Barbara Boulevard. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, concrete block home built in 1998 with just under 1,650 square feet of living area under air conditioning, plus a 2-car garage and a screen lanai. Inside, it's got a really open floor plan, and it's surprisingly updated for a 1998 built home in this price range. It has tile floors throughout the main living spaces and bathrooms and laminate flooring in the bedrooms. The kitchen is also nicely updated with top-level granite countertops, underhung stainless steel sink, newer stainless steel appliances, and wood cabinets. The master suite features slider access to the large screen lanai, and it also has a couple of windows on the side to allow for more natural light into this room. I also need to point out that all the windows and the doors in this house are hurricane impact glass, and that's a huge upgrade that really helps out with the insurance costs these days. Those dual walk-in closets there lead into the master bathroom, which also has some nice upgrades in it, like quartz countertops and the vanity there. This room is a bit on the smaller side, but it really does have some great features. Moving outside in the back, this place doesn't have a pool, but it does have this huge shaded under truss lanai that's all screened in, and there's plenty of room beyond it to put in a pool if you'd like to. This is a standard Cape Coral lot, so it has 80 feet of water frontage on the canal, and this one has the original concrete cantilever dock, and there's plenty of room for a dock with a boat lift back here if you wanted one. You know, I didn't see it mentioned in the listing comments, so I was surprised when I came out back and saw these big propane tanks, and I realized that this home also has a whole home automatic generator, and that's a really expensive and really great update for a house to have here in Southwest Florida for when those storms come through. You know, I gotta say, at $425,000, this is a pretty nice house. It's move-in ready. I was expecting it to be maybe a little bit more banged up on the inside, but this is a nice property. It's got some good updates in it. It's a nice open floor plan. It's got a great screen lanai back there, and this is on a true Gulf access canal right there. Now, we're a little bit further to open water. It's probably every bit of 45 minutes by boat idling through those canals to get out to open water, but it is true Gulf access. And you know, the one downside I would say about it is in a flood zone. So if you're getting a mortgage on this property, you would have to have that flood insurance. But it's got all impact windows and doors in it, and that's going to save you quite a bit on your homeowner's insurance. Those are very, very nice to have these days. And on top of that, it's got that connected gas generator out there, that LP generator that automatically kicks on in the event the storm knocks the power out. And if you've ever been through one of these hurricanes where that power's out for more than a few days, you get to be missing your AC pretty quickly. So it's nice, very nice to have one of those LP generators out there, and this home has it at $425,000.
You know, all in all, I'm pretty impressed with what this home has to offer at $425,000. But let's move on to our next home, which is also in the southwest section of Cape Coral, and this home is brand new construction. So for anyone that says you can't buy a brand new construction, never lived in Gulf access home in Southwest Florida for under $440,000, just show them this beautiful home. This is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, concrete block home, not far from our first property actually. It has 1,700 square feet of living area inside, plus a 2-car garage and an open patio out back. Like that first one, this one has a really modern open floor plan with tall cathedral ceilings in the main great room and the kitchen, and there's also some nice upgrades in this home as well. The island kitchen has granite waterfall counters with these nice white shaker cabinets, stainless steel appliances, and stainless underhung sink. All the main living areas of the house and the bathroom have these tile floors, and there's new carpet in all the bedrooms, including this master bedroom, which also has slider access to the lanai and a tall recessed ceiling. The master bathroom's not very big, but it's got a walk-in shower here with tile walls, matching granite countertops to the kitchen, and a single walk-in closet. Out back, this home doesn't have a big screen lanai like the last one did, but it's fairly easy to screen in this back pavered patio, and there's tons of room left back here to add a pool if you'd like one. This home also has a similar concrete cantilever dock to that first one, but this one is closer to the end of the canal, and sometimes when that tide and the wind are right, that can result in some floating yard debris that piles up here a little bit at the end of the canal. Definitely wasn't bad on this day, and the tide was up pretty high.
So hey, this is brand new construction. This home was actually finalized at the end of last year, but it's never been lived in. This is basically a brand new house, and it's got some nice upgrades in it. It's got these nice double waterfall countertops, nice kitchen with the white shaker cabinets, and it's got all impact windows and doors in it, and that's a really big deal for those nice homeowners insurance discounts. You got a brand new roof on it with those hurricane impact windows and doors. You're going to get a pretty cheap annual rate for homeowners insurance here. Now again, we are in the flood zone here, so you will have to have flood insurance, but we'd have to have a look at the elevation certificate on this one and send it to an insurance company and have them let us know what we're getting into in the way of insurance. It may not be too bad right here, believe it or not, but really all in all, a brand new construction Gulf access home here in the Southwest Cape for under $437,000, and that's a pretty attractive price these days.
You know, this one doesn't have all the upgrades that the last one has, but obviously it's brand new construction, and there's a lot of peace of mind that comes with that. And for a few extra $1,000 versus that first property, at $437,000, this is a pretty nice home. Okay, we're going to continue our tour of these low-priced Gulf access homes, and this time we're heading over to the southeast section of Cape Coral to another great area just off of Del Prado Boulevard. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath concrete block home that was built in 2005. It's on the smaller side with just over 1,420 square feet of living area, but this one has all the utility assessments paid off, and best of all, it's not in a flood zone. So right away, you can tell this one's a little more dated than the others we've seen so far. It's got an older style floor plan, and many of these features and fixtures in this home are original to the 2005 build. A lot of the areas in this home have these LVT floors, but the bedrooms in the front family room both have some older carpet in them. back again, we've got a smaller screen lanai and plenty of room to put a pool in back here. And this one also has that same concrete cantilever dock that we saw in the first two properties. I will say that the Gulf access at this house is much quicker than the first two properties. It only takes about half as much time to get out to open water by boat from here than it did at those other two.
So at $439,900, there's nothing terribly exciting about this house, but it is a little bit newer. It's built in 2005. It's got the hurricane shutters and stuff like that. Not a lot of updates inside, but it's move-in ready, certainly. But the one thing that this property has that none of the other ones that we'll see today has is this one is not in a flood zone. So you've got a Gulf access home on a canal right here that's still not in a flood zone. So if you're getting a mortgage on this house, you're normally not going to be required to have that expensive flood insurance. And that's something that all these other properties that we're seeing today can't say.
At $439,900, this home is listed higher than any of the others that we're seeing today. So if you're a buyer, you're really going to have to place a high importance on the fact that this home isn't in a flood zone and it's closer to open water. Beyond that, I personally would prefer to see this price get negotiated down a bit for it to compete a little better with some of these others that are out there. Okay, onwards and upwards. Now we're going to see one of the least expensive Gulf access homes in all of Southwest Florida. So we're leaving the city of Cape Coral and we're going into North Fort Myers to a neighborhood called Waterway Estates. This is an area of mostly older homes, and this home is no exception. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, concrete block home built in 1964. It's a small place at just under 1,200 square feet of living area, and it has a 1-car garage, a screen lanai, and a dock out back with a boat lift. You know, even at this price point of under $380,000, this place is pretty nice inside. It's clearly move-in ready, and all of it has been nicely remodeled at some point recently. The floor plan is nice and open, and they've done a really good job of making that waterfront the focal point of the home with all of these big windows here in the back. The rooms are all a bit small, which is what you're going to expect from an older home of this size, but again, it has this nice tile flooring everywhere and everything is updated, clean, and ready to go. Of course, the back of this property is where the money's at in this home. The screen lanai overlooks the dock and the canal, and the access here is impeccable. This is direct sailboat access, meaning there are no bridges to go under to get out to open water, and open water is only about 5 minutes away through the canals by boat from here. This little drop down here on the dock is also a nice touch for launching a kayak or a paddleboard or something.
$379,900 is what this house is listed for. We are in North Fort Myers. We're just on the other side of the dividing line between Cape Coral and the county-only area of North Fort Myers. So we are only county taxes here. The taxes are only for the county. It's not terribly different than the city and county taxes that you do have over in Cape Coral, but it could be a little bit less depending on the property. And this is an older home in an older area of Waterway Estates. That's what the neighborhood is over here. And we're only 5 minutes out to open water here. This is a 10,000-pound boat lift behind this house, and you can cruise out to open water in just 5 minutes, and you don't have to go under any bridges. So you can have a pretty big sailboat back there with a big mast up because you don't have to go under those bridges. We call it sailboat access. Sometimes you'll hear it called direct access, but the waterfront here is really, really good. Now the downside to this is an older home and it's in a flood zone. So if you're getting a mortgage on this property, you're gonna have to have flood insurance, but still under $400,000, well under $400,000 for a 1,200 square foot, beautiful direct Gulf access home with a 10,000-pound boat lift out back. It's not bad if you're the right buyer.
And the right buyer is the key phrase here. These homes are a great deal, but they really only make sense for cash buyers that placed a really high importance on the Gulf access water location versus the home itself. Still a great buy.
So what do you think? Those are pretty decent homes for under $450,000 for Gulf access here in Southwest Florida. And if you've watched some of my other videos, you know I really feel like there's a great window for buyers right now, basically from now until the end of 2024. Inventory is still high. It's come down considerably since it peaked out in February, so the inventory is coming down. But as long as that inventory remains fairly high and our interest rates are fairly high for these mortgages, I think it'll still be a good time for buyers. I think the pricing will still be a little bit soft here. And I think, again, you've got a window from basically now to the end of the year before those interest rates come back down. And if this inventory decrease trend continues, then our inventory is going to get back under control. The interest rates will come back down. More demand will come into the market, and those prices will start to stabilize and go back up. So if you're thinking about buying something in Southwest Florida in the next couple of years, maybe worth your time to reach out and check the inventory now and check your options to see if it's the right time for you to snag one of these properties while these prices are still relatively soft. And definitely get a hold of me. I'd love to chat with you about that. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did and you wouldn't mind, reach over and hit the like button. It definitely just helps me out and it helps this channel out. And again, if you're not subscribed to this channel, I really hope you'll subscribe. Again, I do a video like this every single week. I also do a 45-minute to an hour-long video once a month on the Cape Coral real estate market. I give you stats and great information on that. So if you're keeping tabs on this market and you want to be up to speed on all that, make sure you're subscribed, make sure the notifications are turned on so you can be notified whenever I drop one of these new videos. I would love to have you around, and I'd love to speak with you sometime. So thank you so much again for being here. I'll see you on the next video here in just a few days.